Yo! If you're watching this video the moment it released, you're currently trying to find something to fill in the void of having no One Piece chapters for a month. And if you're watching this in the future, then you have no idea what I'm talking about. Regardless of which side of the spectrum you're in, this one has been a long time coming. A huge shout out to Totally Not Mark for creating his reviewing Dragon Ball stuff in 10 words or less, because it directly inspired what we're going to be doing here today, which is reviewing every single chapter in Wano in under 10 words or less. A few disclaimers before we begin. This goes without saying, but just in case, within this video there will most certainly be spoilers up to chapter 1053. Even though I am using screenshots from the anime for most of this, I will be basing my rating of the chapter off of just the chapter, not the anime adaptation. That will be saved for another day. The rating for each chapter will be calculated based on my own personal experience with it. With that being said, I'd love to read about your favorite chapters in Wano in the comments section down below. So without further ado, let's begin. We're finally here. Never mind, we're almost there. Now we're here. Ace! And my GOAT tag team is back. Luffy uses a sword in this chapter. Ooh, man! He has a tiger on his belt. As a pro wrestling fan, I love all of this. Red Hawk! This chapter hit different then. It hits beyond different now. The beginning of the insane reveals within this arc. This chapter hyped up Oden's flashback and GOAT Nigashima.
Slifer, the Sky Dragon!
Yo, we're doing this now? The chapter that spawned the Coach Recon series. We take it over! Sangoro is too nasty with it. Wait, Kid fought who? CP0. Exactly 200 chapters after Big Mom pulled up at Dressrosa. Go Power Rangers! 2 great chapters in the moment that were elevated by context. Solid setup for the rest of Uda Queen! Funky! Zumu 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 zoom. Nami utilizes Conqueror's Hockey. Zoro! Family bonding. More family bonding.
Training mode.
Even more family bonding. Yasue was a real one. The tag team of legend returns. My ankles still haven't recovered. Professional wrestling. Come, Emperor of the Sea. Jeff Hardy! By God, off the top rope! Kawamatsu's fighting style is way too clean. That's my captain. That's my Shogun. A Yonko clash? Right here? Right now? A heartfelt reunion. Really enjoyed this little flashback. Wait. Nani? Holy sweet mother of all flagnards. How does this chapter exist? Absolutely unreal. The beginning of the GOAT act. The beginning of the GOAT flashback. Oh, damn. Where we dropping, boys? Prime Goatbeard and Oden. This doesn't feel real. The GOAT! The greatest of all time clash? Let's go! He laughed. Like, come on, man! Odin will forever be a legend for this. Way too legendary. The hour of legend. The death of a legend. Context galore. When you're at sea, you fight against pirates. The goat with the coat. He's back. And better than ever. These chapters in the anime received a legendary adaptation. You mess with the wrong king. Great kid moment. Shout out to good brother Gio. My goat is here! YAMAGOAT! My goats! What a crazy chapter! Tsunachi! It's an all-out war. Go, go, Power Rangers! Bam, bam, bam. Bam, boom, bam, bam. Bum, bam, bam. Banat. Real recognize real. It's going down. Scabbards versus Kaido. Nothing more needs to be said. Crazy cliffhanger. Great panels. Running the family. Nami! Memes. ZKK, baby! We're almost there. I love them so much. Ace and YAMAGOAT. Roof piece, roof piece, roof piece, roof piece. No! Go back to who in the world is that? I still love this chapter. Sanji and Robin greatness. Marco! Or as a goat once said, Marco. Going on break after this broke our community in half. Finally, the Rock has come back to Roof Piece. Roof Piece. Gonna tell my kids this was Shakespeare. Roof Piece. Something else happened in this chapter besides this clash? Kaido is suffering from success. What a chapter. More Roof Peak. That is a Straw Hat. Discussing the implications of this chapter was so much fun. Game changer. Pack 'em up! NICO Robin. The All-Stars take the stage. All-Star piece. YAMAGOAT'S flashback. I need this Luffy and Yamato dual unit in Treasure Cruise. That's my goat! Just who are you, King? Is that Robert D. Lucci? Killer put on a show. It's time for awakening. Mr. Burgundy and Black. El Príncipe. Mr. Prince. No more. Go, go, Power Rangers! Roro Noa. Mother flipping Zoro! My man named his move after a Final Fantasy summon. This chapter is going to be an all-time classic in the anime. Back to Roof Piece. Wait a minute! What is he doing here? Kid and Lost Star going crazy. This chapter has a Spartan Laser and Big Willie. GOAT. The birth of two legends. Snake Man? Let's go! This is literally professional wrestling at its best. The drums of peak fiction. Alright, so before I reveal my rating for this chapter, I have to break my own rules for this one. As weekly readers, all of us yearn for those moments that only this series can provide. Moments that put the entire community into a frenzy and have us all losing our minds. Moments that remind us all why we joined this community in the first place. Those moments where the entire community comes together, regardless of who or where we are, to collectively get hyped. Those are the moments that are irreplaceable. The moments that, like my boy Brago once said, we'll be telling our grandkids about someday. In all of the years that I've been covering this series on both this channel and the old channel, this was the greatest weekly chapter reading experience that I've had yet, and I don't say that lightly. Even though we've discussed it so many times, I feel like I still can't properly put into words just how much I love this chapter. So within that same line of thought, I think it's obvious what the rating for this chapter is for anyone that knows me. GOAT, raw, fire, peak fiction. The greatest episode of Looney Tunes ever made. Just look at this panel. Look at it. I remember this episode. 20 years in the making, all for this moment. Their wishes did come true. That's my show done. Hey yo, he's here? To the final saga. 1 week, scratch, 1 month. Now, let's calculate the results. Act 1, 8.7 out of 10. Act 2, 8.72 out of 10. Act 3, 15,521.1648 out of 10. Once again, these are the final scores for each individual act. Now let's put them together. Wano's final score is a whopping 5,179.52827 out of 10. In other words, the most fun I've ever had reading an arc weekly out of 10. 5,000 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a celebration of the Wano arc. I hope all of you have an awesome sauce of a day. Take care.